Holy shit!
Wake up, babe. New survivor just dropped. The Elder Lemurian. He's here, he's queer, and he strikes fear in the hearts of all the drizzle players under that adorable snoot. Let's begin. This massive jelly belly towers over the field with only two abilities, a purr and a blah, blah, blah. Your primary unloads 5 fireballs that spread out in a cone while Artificer cries in a corner. They're tricky to aim as he's got a slow wind-up period as well as a slow projectile fire time. It's also rather a clumsy move because at close quarters his balls go way lower than they're supposed to. Doesn't matter too much, but much like a surprise Tinder date, we'll work with what we've got. The breath attack is equally tricky to get right, as it only fires straight down below him, and the direction does matter. Do not use Fire Dragon Roar unless you are facing the tiny little lads under your giant feet. They don't get those for free. It does, however, apply 10 goddamn stacks of flame proc to those caught in the full blast, which will make my commenters very happy because I can finally tell you to use Ignition Tank.
You realize I made this before the DLC, right?
It's worth noting that Elder Lemurian's passive is called Funny Little Guy. When you tap the sprint button, he starts a casual jog that and is in every way a detriment to his kit. But look at him. Moving on, there's some technical difficulties when playing a member of the Safe Travels team this large. He absolutely looms over the field, and while that may be a pleasure to some subordinates, it is a nightmare for projectile-based attacks, and raycast attacks, and homing attacks. Just being large in general is difficult because not only does everything and everyone hit you with ease, I can't get into the red chest. Just let me in the cave. However, he makes up for this with a starting health pool only slightly bigger than Mercenary's stack of focus crystals. This will be chipped away on the first stage slowly but surely, which is why you need to absolutely gun it for healing items. This is probably the only time you'll ever hear me say, take the fussling bungus from Engineer. He doesn't need it right now. The mushrooms are yours at the beginning. Standing still while shooting your is a very common occurrence, so most of the time you'll be out healing the damage you're taking. With only 2 moves to his name, the Elder Lemurian isn't very complicated to play. He is unfortunately one of the least reliable survivors of the bunch because a handful of items are critical to making or breaking the run. Without Bungus and Medkit, you can kiss that run goodbye. Make them your first healing priorities. LD falls into what I call the tank class alongside Loader, Merc, and Accurate, so you want Razor Wire, Topaz Brooch, Monster Tooth, and Rose Buckler. Keep yourself safe and let Huntress have those red whips. Lord knows she needs them. Believe it or not, I don't think glasses and syringes are entirely a priority. Let your team build for crit and DPS because you want on-kill items. We mentioned Topaz Brooch, but I'm talking Gasoline, Ignition Tank, Will-O-the-Wisp, and both of the wedding rings. They're gonna make sure he stomps on anything and everything that gets in his way. Any questions? Nope. Done? No questions, none at all. Perfect. Okay, to summarize, use Fireball when you're kissing the boss, Breath Attack only works under your snoot, and build for tank and on-kill items. Alright, hope this helps, and thank you for 10,000.